So you've been in a car crash. What should you do? Today we're going to talk about the simple steps that you should take to make sure that you can get back to health as you were before you were in the crash and get everything taken care of throughout. Hey, I'm Dr. Greg with Align Wellness Center, a chiropractor in Northbrook, Illinois. And today we're going to talk with Barry from the Chicago Legal Group about how you can wind up taking care of the health care that you need if you've been in a car crash or an accident. Now let's get to the material. And today I've got a special guest with me, Barry from the Chicago Legal Group. Thanks for joining me.
Pleasure to be here.
Well, today we're going to talk about many things related to car accidents and car crashes. This is what Barry deals with on a day in and day out basis. And one of the things that I get asked from patients is, when should they come or get health care if they've been in a crash?
I definitely tell people over and over and over again, do not wait. One of the things that insurance companies capitalize on is what's called a gap in treatment. If there's a gap between the date of the accident and the date you got treatment, they're going to point it out. They're going to find out about it, and they're going to use that to diminish your recovery. So don't allow a gap to build between the date of the accident and the date you first go see a chiropractor.
Now, Barry, you mentioned a gap in care, and that's a really important thing. One of the reasons that I've been able to help so many people who have been in car crashes is that in most cases, we have availability within a couple of days for someone to get checked and assessed to determine what's going on. And this is really vital and important to making sure that you get the right care. When someone's been in a car crash, there can be no symptoms, but there also can be a lot of symptoms that show up quickly. Some symptoms slowly develop over time, and it's important that they're diagnosed and assessed appropriately at the beginning. Now, working with a primary care physician or an orthopedist is important. However, making sure that there is no delays in care or congruency in care helps to make sure that, one, you're moving forward with your care so that you can start to feel better, so that you can start to work better, and so that you can start to get back to life. Now, something else that many people like to know or are unsure of is, do chiropractors work well with medical doctors or orthopedists? And Barry, what have you run into in other cases that you've managed?
Yes, I see chiropractors working together with all sorts of physicians, neurologists, orthopedists, physical therapists, primary care physicians. As long as there's a coordination of care between the treating physicians, it all works out extremely well.
In our office, we've worked with medical doctors and orthopedists, physical therapists, all throughout the North Shore of Chicago. So it's great to hear that that's what you look for when you're working with chiropractors as well as medical doctors.
Yes, in fact, our entire goal is to get people back to where they were prior to the accident.
Well, Barry, thank you so much for coming over and being with us and sharing with us some great information. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I'd love for you to wind up providing some comments on what your experience with chiropractic care, if you've been in a car crash or accident, has been down below. We love to hear feedback and would love to help you out. Also, in the show notes below, there'll be a link to Barry's YouTube page where you can connect and find out all there is to know about the law. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed our video, and I wanted to invite for you to subscribe to our YouTube page down below, where we'll share with you videos on how you and your family can live a life of optimal health and well-being.